Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to Catalyst Blind Fate. So we haven't played this game since September of last year. It is now February 7th of 2023. So it's been a minute, unfortunately. A lot of things have been happening, a lot of games we played, and you know, I haven't forgotten about this game. I've been meaning to get back to it, but you know, things happen. So I believe last time we played I had to go back to my previous videos to check and make sure that I got this right. But we took the Northwestern Passage, we took the strange Western Passage, but I do not believe that we took the Northeastern Passage. It is steady descent, looks like a safe and sure route deeper within the ruins. So we're gonna take this path and hopefully I'm right. If not, I do apologize. No, skip at your leisure if you wish. Okay, you gesture broadly towards the northeastern passage with your torch. Please carry a path to that wing. Yeah. The demon nods its colossal head. As you wish. Malino's motions are mesmerizing as he lifts the blood-red strings from the rock and stone, then drops them harmlessly to the floor. Before long, a tunnel has been cleared towards the eastern passage, with dense walls of webs along either side. Alright, let's get into this. You cautiously proceed, calling Ray to your side. Your master obeys, looking a little worse for the wearer. It's plain to see that Malos did not hurt him earlier. The demon has shockingly given you little reason to not trust him. At the edge of his lair, you linger, wanting to leave this place with more than what you entered with. I came here to cure the catalyst. I want to find a way. The demon erupts into laughter. Very walls quake with the sound of it. You see hundreds of spiders skitter around in their webs, frightened out of hiding. It takes a moment for your heart to settle down as the laughter subsides. Cure. Oh, surely you must be exhibiting that which the humans call humor. No, you start struggling to keep your anger in check. I am not. Ray barks, seemingly trying to help you convince the demon of your sincerity. Oh, please, Richard. Spare me your whimsy. You have always entertained me quite enough. I will be sated before another 1,000 years. Oh, ha ha ha. Curiously storm off deeper to the ruins, it would be dangerous to try your patience any further. I think calming thoughts, but I feel a headache mounting. Pain will become excruciating if you don't stop it. Try to focus on the small, but the smell of the moss and the cooler air in the passage that you entered. But the residual sour taste in your mouth and the smoke trailing behind you is almost overwhelming. Luckily, the walls of the ruins provides a blessed distraction. Also, a mural spans the length of the corridor you traverse. Pictures of a great civilization catch your eye. About how faded and colorless the image has become. Tremendous, angular buildings appear to have been constructed by solid slabs of stone. Through the walls of the ruins make the carvings of this ancient city appear cracked. You're certain that this was once a monument to immaculacy, city of the gods. Rather than show the citizenry in the traditional fashion, probably butchered that, but you know, it happens. The ancient city is littered with hands, literally. Giant crude depictions of hands fill the streets, glare out from high windows, and can be seen digging more buildings into the dirt. While your eyes are on the mural, the ground suddenly gives out from under you. Mercy! The path you were traversing terminates in a steep decline. Your reflexes are incredibly slow after the number that invocation of vengeance did on you. It's all you can do to stagger down the nearly vertical slope, scrambling to not lose your torch intact. Okay. Ray, you dare to dive your gaze backwards to the sound of Ray barking. You can't see him at the top of the slope, but are granted a glimpse of your dog fearlessly running towards you to catch up. You snap your attention back to the path in front of you. The world rushes by in a whirlwind of stone and dirt. The sound of rushing water rapidly approaches. It feels like the angle you're running at is mellowing out slightly, but it's nowhere near enough. Ray is right by your side, standing hard as you both sprint at full speed towards the metal grate. You're digging deep in your heels, preparing for the worst. Dirt sprays up from the sheer momentum you gain, taking your legs and then burning your chest and building a compass by the pounding of your heart. Okay. There's just enough space for you and Ray to come screeching to a halt. The descent terminates in a waterlogged corridor, thick with crusty foam and filthy runoff. You get up to your knees in the gunk, and Ray is soaked almost from head to toe. The burns you incurred near the peak of the ruins are still ripe from irritation and infection. You wince and gritting your teeth as your socks and shoes are soaked through. Thick iron bars block your path dead ahead. At the opposite end of the corridor, it looks as if the waterway opens up dramatically. The water is rushing at an even faster pace outside the area you're in now. If you listen closely, you can hear many footsteps far off in the distance. By the sound of it, it's either a small standing army or a creature with many feet. The steps are far too faint to be an imminent threat. You can scarcely hear them over the rushing water, but it's enough of a concern for you to hesitate to rest here. The prayer you made to Vengeance really did a number on you. Your head is swimming from stretching down the slope to get here, and your limbs feel like jelly. I wasn't sure if it was Vengeance or I think it was like Vengeance Retribution. I'm not sure which one I did before, so I just picked Vengeance. So hopefully that doesn't change it too much, but we'll see. So there's no telling where you might be able to get on food like this again. Should we rest for a minute? If only to give Ray a breather. Stay here a moment, pray to the gods, or go after whoever did die for you first. I feel like we should honestly stay for a moment and just do a quick prayer or two that might be helpful. Which in turn it probably would give Ray the breather. We'll see. Her prayer is a time-consuming and involved endeavor, but a worthwhile one. You will be granted insight into your relationship with whichever god you dedicate your time to. Okay. We could do agriculture, drain, flesh, mercy, spirit, storm, time, or vengeance. We already done vengeance. Honestly. Can get any time. Anything we should. I'm thinking like possibly mercy or time. And flesh would be good too. I remember like in a previous playthrough we did flesh and it was pretty helpful, but at the same time it takes a lot out of us. So if anything, I wouldn't go with mercy because I feel like if anything happens to where we need a breather or a split second to make a decision or some sort of reason or possible opportunity, just, you know, the possible out of a situation, mercy is good. Time is always good as well, because I mean there's never enough time in the day, but I feel like mercy is the most beneficial one to me at the moment from what I see right now. Finding one of the candles you keep at the base of your bag is out of the question. In an environment like this, you settle for speaking from the light in your very heart. Close your eyes, you bow your head, clap your hands around your body, around your holy symbol, and speak from the Father to the Mother. Mercy, goddess of compassion, far have we wandered from the halls of healing, but never have I wished to stray from your embrace. Hold me, guide me. You are merciful. You can hear your holy symbol searing, comforting to an extreme. You linger for several long moments with the touch of Mercy's hands. Warmth resonates throughout all of your being, and a blessed reminder that you are loved in return. The damn footsteps in the distance so close now, they cannot be ignored. Just have a moment to act, and we'll use it wisely. God of Achievement would like to see you succeed in your ventures. Just bear in mind that once you start running with flesh working through you, you have to fight, not outpace Prey. I feel like we won't be able to escape, and I don't know, because if we don't get away, then we're kind of screwed, because depending on how long flesh can endure, if it catches up to us, then we're done for. If we get out and then we evoke flesh to fight, then, you know, that might be better for us. So just to the Ray, you beckon him to follow you out from the corridor you ran into. Your escape comes not a moment too soon as you arrive back in the main stretch of the waterway. Shadow of a behemoth looms from around the corner, no less than 20 feet tall. You know better than to try and outrun the enemy on their own turf. Exactly. More importantly, you're itching for a fight. You clasp your hands together, staring with bloody intent at the passage way dead ahead. My strength is my peace, but my peace shall be broken. Flesh in my flesh, forgive my weakness. Flesh in my flesh, your strength is made perfect in my weakness. The embers of your devotion stirs. Searing heat courses through your thin frame. The injuries around your feet and ankles rapidly begin to mend. Smile creeps across your face. Race snarls viciously. Rebel and Sue fall from the tunnel. You drop down from, muddying the waters at your feet further. Matters not, your returns runs red with a surge of strength, deeper voice, and muscle that builds by the second. Cry out through the crimson gifts of your god. Bless my flesh, grant me your strength. Chunks of mushy and decaying tissue from an unknown beast floats through the water, occasionally bump against your frame. You don't care, you feel brutally strong. As if your scarcely used muscles could burst out of your skin at any moment, they are visibly larger. As it flex, admiring your god's addition to your figure. Flesh is your strength. Bounding down the corridor comes another answer to your prayers. A chance of violence. An orc with a pale green skin, painted in streaks of dry blood across his face and a bare chest. So if it's all too similar, I will skip it. But no, we'll see how that plays out, because we've been through this fight scene before with the orc. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just skip through this. If, like I said, if I have said it, if not, then I'll say it. If you have not watched this playthrough, I will of course put everything in like the tag stuff. So if you want to like watch the whole playlist, you can. I'll also put in the description because it is lengthy, but it is worth your while if you wanted to watch like the whole thing and understand the conflict and what's going on. So there's the Orc War Chief, so we will kind of go through this, and then we also have the Centipede from before. So we'll skip and see how things play out. So, this one, I believe we lift the rider, because it has the decoy. Now this one, I'm not exactly sure this is going to be different, so I think this one will command Ray to get away and try to finish Demon off quickly, focusing on the demon's humanoid face and beat it into submission. So, okay. Comes the rest with smoke rise from your weakened flesh and tossing miasma that you can clearly see through. Into your fist, crack every knuckle in your scarred and battered hands. You sling your shield over your back. Pour your ground until the last possible second, baiting out another attack. All that matters is the screams of your enemy and the demons whose beady red eyes are fixed solely on you. Monster rears ugly head, disregarding the weaker target to focus solely on you. You break into a dead sprint, straight to a demon's humanoid end, letting loose a cry as you leap into its next blow. Or screams something incoherently. Can't make it out over the sound of your own cry as you wind back your arm, throwing your momentum and striking the demon dead between the eyes. Demon's fleshy exterior is anything but. It's not a woman's skin that you hit, but a devastating hard jet black carapace. Nearly shatters beneath your knuckles. Contrast your fist impact impossibly hard surface, shattering every fine bone in your dominant hand. Stare at the face of an unrecognizable monster with a protective coating that your mortal coil cannot hope to dent. Even her eyes are shielded. The impact registers up and along your entire arm, searing through your rebuilding muscle as if you were burning from within. Neural flame licks along your wiry limb, while you do everything in your power to ignore the searing pain and to retract your blow. Before gravity takes hold, or you can do so as much as land, Demon's razor-sharp jaws come down over your entire left arm. Blood arches through the air, smearing across your face, soaking your shredded robes, and falling into the rushing water below. Your already heated vision swims further, threatening to rip the world out from under you. Your repair leaves you with hope for only one thing, and one thing alone. Mercy. And this is where mercy comes in, right? This minute 20 feet above the waterway by nothing but your broken arm. You can't see much beyond your pillar's leering face. Strike again, this time straight through your heart. Poison courses through the entirety of your body. Plus as quickly as you're able to mend your blistering skin. Blood gurgling up over your lips and the fire in your lungs, but there's only so much that your patron can do. Poison is the domain of the goddess agriculture and she cannot reach you now. St. Orgus triumphant, smug laughter will be the last thing you hear, but your pulse has faded. All you can see and hear is poison. Poison in your eyes, poison in your blood, poison in your soul. Less relief takes you, and the world goes dark. Damn. Okay. I have not command ready to go away. Okay. Alright, so we're not going to split from Ray. I think we already been to this scene before too, so we'll do that. Alright, so let's see. So we've been to this before. Focus on javelin or tourism. We'll try to endure this centipede attack. And I think it's a 4. Maybe, let's see. Okay, so we can't let the orc live. Showing some mercy now may pay dividends later, and this wound really needs to be looked at. So, since we've been through all the fight scenes before, we can skip those, but now we need to focus on these two choices. So, command ready kill the orc, take your time to heal your wounds, or let the orc live. Keep him subdued until you heal yourself. Showing some mercy now may pay dividends later, and this one really needs to be looked at, so we will do this. Pain anticipated by the second, difficult to tell in the heat of battle. Now your blood is cooling, and you know that you should be crippled. Injury this severe would take months to heal in low conditions, and were it not for flesh's blessing, you would be utterly at the mercy of these ruins. Seems only feeling to stay your hand in, too. Orc is barely putting up a fight, trying to turn around or have his neck bitten clean off by Ray. Let's see, will you get off of me? Dog is used to taking command from you when you're in too much pain to speak. Whistle tries to keep him off Orc's body, but to stay on guard. Orgus. Ray still snorted Orga floats upright, coughing up mouthfuls of filthy water. Stay down, Orga. Your pain and injuries compounded with each step as you limp over to the war chief. Orga's sputtering still, but for good measure. Make a long, low whistle. Ray growls aggressively in his face, and as his powerful jaws are hairs breadth away from Orc's nose. He won't kill you if you want to attack us. You caution before collapsing in the water. With that strength, you roll over, pop your body on top of your backpack. Prayer is muttering thanks to Flesh for granting you so much before even reaching for any herbs or bandages. You wouldn't be alive if it weren't for his blessing. It may have been self-imposed suicide mission in the ruin, but you aren't ready to die just yet. Tears come to your eyes as the last flesh blessing leaves you. Your long and thin limbs ache from exertion. There's no muscle that God granted you fades. Strenuous, just to take out a few pouches from your backpack, most of which are drenched in water. Ruined. Animal skins and waterproofing wasn't nearly enough to protect your gear from the elements. Not a single tincture remains unspoiled. Without second hesitation, you swallow the entire contents of the little wooden bottle. Terribly bitter, you haven't yet confirmed how bad your bruising is, but you know that this will help your pain and ease any internal bleeding. The war chief's injury is substantial too, yet he shows no sign of pain. You glance over him every few minutes, confirming that your leg is deeply bruised along the entire shin. Occupies your attention too much to pay any mind. Location is soft. Turn to the touch and smarts if you do so much as tense around the surrounding muscle. I feel like we've done this decision already. Made this choice previously. I think we have done this before, so honestly I might go back and do the other option. Let's see how that works. I'm curious. And draw a line between bravery and reckless stupidity. Get to a nearby raised ledge, set aside your backpack that will support you, and lay down without ever taking your eyes off of Oregon. So I think this will be more interesting. Let's see how this plays out. I feel like in every playthrough we've done, we kind of spared Oregon. So we'll see. Something is in your throat, you may lead a return to mercy, but part of your oaths of compassion is to uphold the tenets of protection and defense whenever possible. It's like a dead man as you get a command. Ray kills swiftly. Ray loosens his bite for a moment, then brings down the full might of his teeth and jaws around Orga's throat. Blood gnashing fills the air, blood gushing into the waterway. Orga's pleas fall silent almost as soon as they begin. I realize how severe your injuries were in the heat of battle. Your vision swims and your voice is distant while you pray to mercy for forgiveness. In a matter of minutes, you nearly passed out while sitting upright. Last blessing fades. Ray trots over to you, wavering, sickly frame with gore dripping from his teeth. Very clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Ray. You grimace beside Orga's nearly headless corpse, drifting down the waterway. You beckon for your daughter to come over for support, then issue several commands for him to guard you. Giving him proper reward will have to come later. And part of you wants to acknowledge how limited your movement is, but the unfortunate reality of your situation demands it. You must look around the waterway 5 times before hiking up your robes, rolling up your leg of your trousers, revealing your pale, heavily scarred, finding some limb. A thorough and skilled examination of the area reveals that there is internal damage, but nowhere near as much as you could have had. At leveling your limb, you set about making a proper splint with limited supplies at your disposal. When you're done, your leg is so well supported, you're able to put your full weight on the area. You can move it without major difficulty. Still currently painful to lean on, and you know the sheer amount of walking you intend to do will slow your recovery, but it's something that you can stomach for now. Or for comfort radiates from your holy symbol, which you held close to your heart, praying that more rest will help speed along the healing process. Seconds of calming down, consciousness slips from your grasp. No rest comes to you. Dreams with you, deep in darkness, see before you will feel the grain, beautiful woman standing beneath a red moon. Have we had this dream before? Yeah, we've had this dream before. Alright. Ray stands over your injured side, teeth grasped firmly around one sleeve of your filthy robes. He's trying to shake you awake. Groggily, waterlogged and feeling as if you slept for the last 2 days, you manage to shift upright, or his corpse is long gone. Swallow hard. With serene, still swimming in your eyes, rip your journal out from your things, feverishly writing down every last detail of your dream. It seems nonsensical now, but you've never been one to take God lightly. It's a miracle that the pages of your most beloved tome are mostly undamaged. It isn't until you're finished writing that you notice 3 dead imps 2 more feet down the corridor. They are small, but their forms are totally lost, as their bodies have been utterly eviscerated. Not exactly sure how to pronounce that one. Got me. Take your saber into a deep hug, steady, warm, and unharmed, but he whines right in your ear. Kill 3 demons just to keep me safe. Good boy, Ray. You can barely speak. It's like someone is calling your throat. Thank you for protecting me. Give you something to eat. No fanfare or decorum needed this. Be incredibly careful with the few rations you have. Okay. We've shared rations with Ray before as well. Who's a good boy? Your tone is pain while you choke down half of a ration, then able to bring yourself to even finish it. The rest goes to your dog, who sincerely appreciates the extra love and attention. Double check your injury. Find there's no further complications. There is no telling how long you're out for. You can breathe far easier knowing that your symptoms have eased up. Take the time to adjust your dressing before shakily getting back to your feet. You better bit moving. Alright, boy. Where to next? You deadpan. Okay. The waterway is a labyrinth. Though it's adorned with countless inscriptions and carvings of demons. The way ahead is difficult to discern. There are two main passageways. One turns off towards where you first enter the waterway. It will lead off to where you last saw the centipede demon. Countless branching tunnels lie further beyond. Up above, pale yellow light obscures the ruins. It will be troublesome to climb back up. The Amanos alluded to until secrets that could lie in the ruins above. Persisting the nose towards the path that the centipede demon crawled through, whining as he does so. You know better than to ignore him, so you probably do everything to keep the pace with Ray. So Ray, easy. Make sure you have your journal out as you start to walk. Keep your eyes to the walls of the ruins. Take through notes on any description that bear recording. See your ruins and monsters depicted makes it difficult to pick out anything of note. When you can make any sense of the text at all, do you realize that through imagery, the entire hierarchy of demon is depicted? Rather representing the power of an individual monster, we observe that demons are categorized by their influence over one another. Imps to our demons up through lesser, greater, major, and even archdemons. How much influence one monster bears is the trust measure of its strength. Otherwise, it's difficult to compare the incredible abilities that demons often possess. The gigantic mural along the side of the waterway has you in awestruck, thanks to one such creature. Depicted as a figure that must have once been a man, yet it has no fewer than 10 torsos. Perched atop a freakishly long horse-like body. Each head has a forked tongue, horns, and the frontmost head breathes flames. Your hands shake slightly while you try to duplicate the image as best you can. Fingers linger with charcoal over parchment for only a moment after you've done. 2 words are hesitantly written under the drawing: Greater Demon. You continue walking down the passageway while scribbling various ruins, till about 5 pages before breaking the recording to a halt. It's little use attempting to duplicate thousands of letters. Now that there is a substantial supply of multiple languages represented here, you close the journal, session in your pack, pretty satisfied in the ability of the Church of Mercy. There we go. Church of Mercy. Your first ceremony was meant to be a trial by fire, while Father Evan truly wished to protect you. Your fellow priests are appalled by the thought of serving the church. They truly hoped you would be killed during the service. Despite all odds, you survived and have gone on to survive so much more. Traveling through the countryside, preaching compassion and mercy to the disheartened peoples of Corsair, acting as a living example of how faith can be rewarded. Striking down demons from the wilderness, saving little towns, Anson's outbreak, the monster manifested in the heart of the city, a subsequent invocation that saved many lives. Years of prayer and abuse have left your body weak and weary, but there is no denying that your resolve is absolute. It's with grimace that your gaze settles on the grotesque demon above. I know that I'm not a monster. Keep moving, right? The locust comes to a complete stop, growling intensely at the ruins behind you, or standing on it. Dread sinks to the pit of your stomach. Right? Ray barks in distress. What is it, boy? Few pebbles trickles from a nearby ledge. Slinging walls echo with your slowing footsteps. You know what's coming, but look around desperately anyways, trying to find a way out from the inevitable. Something has been trapped. Sinotel's escape collapse and know what's coming. But shall you dive as far from the source of the incoming avalanche as you can? Brave move. Okay. The red light rapidly fades from the ceiling overhead as it crumbles in on itself, filling with rock and silt. You and Ray slide through a repulsive waterway as you dive. Feels like something tears inside of you. And they're just far away enough from the ceiling to collapse and not be buried. Force triggers, the waterway at your back continues to fall to pieces. Tire tunnel is coming down. Ray tilting your rolls with his teeth, whining as you struggle to get up. Damn wound, slowing you down, but you manage to get to your feet. It was a terrible idea to do so. You break into a sprint. No use looking anywhere but straight ahead. It's not tripped on any debris underfoot. Tunnel brutally quakes. You brawl strides, taking deeper to the waterway than you ever been, and now from your golden light completely extinguished. Trailing ceases, and you slow to a stop and claw out the pitch black corridor between ragged breaths. Alright, you notice a heavy sign. Leave the words on the side. Good boy. You get a hold of yourself and blindly feel around for a torch. By now you're drenched head to toe, but your backpack on the bottom of your robe seemed to have gotten the worst of it. Great difficulty, you managed to extract a torch in the dark. It's a good thing the wood was treated. Yeah, we've been to this part before. So, yeah, if you see in the gallery, one, two, it's one ending we got. But, we already had this background before. So, we'll keep going. Wait, head's poorly lit, but the tunnel's head opens up, leading deeper into the collapsed waterway. Press on, knowing that you have responsibly addressed your grievous wounds, rather than permitting them to become a fatal hindrance. You have looked after yourself and balanced two of your most conflicting patrons. Venus has been honored by swiftly defeating a formidable enemy. Standing array against impossible odds serves you well. A leader of the Church of Mercy and then the Father of Protection. So, we got the pragmatic route, kill or for safely heal. Okay. So, see. Alright, so we have ending 2 and ending 8. So, that is ending 2, killing Orgriff to safely heal. And then we had ending 1 earlier, which we spared Orgriff. So, that's what I got so far. If you're curious about this game and you want to try and get the other endings, of course you can, and everything of course will be in the description below. But I think that is it for me until at least the full game comes out. When that does happen, I will be playing it on my own time, but this is what I got for y'all so far. And I believe the full playlist is like 6 videos, including this one. So you can watch those if you want to. If not, that's fine. But if you enjoyed this game, you want to play it for yourself, you know, like I said already in the description. And if you like this video that much and you want to support the video and the channel, of course don't hesitate to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But this game is really cool and very interesting. It's a really good story, very much like detailed dialogue was great. Love Ray. I had a master when I was a kid, so that's awesome dog. But I love everything about this. It's really dope. It really is. And I'm trying to like tweak the options, trying to see how it changes things, and you know, I got at least 2 endings, so I'm happy with that so far. But I will keep playing this and keep messing with it, see what else I can find. And if I do find something different, then maybe I'll just share that in the post. But yeah, I think that's it for me when it comes to Catalyst Blind Faith. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it, you know, this playthrough, entire playlist, and this video. If not, that's totally fine, but hopefully those that watched did. So I'm not gonna rant, well, not rant, but you know, ramble too long, so I'll leave it here. But yeah, so Catalyst Blind Faith, this is part 6, I believe. So end it here, and hopefully y'all enjoyed this video and y'all had a good day, good yesterday and better tomorrow, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.